Hello everyone, good morning. Good morning, it's really not that early, but I'm going to share why I sound so tired. I'm on my iPad again. I'm kind of getting used to my iPad, y'all. Kind of getting used to it. But there is still some strange stuff happening. So, I got to get my phone fixed is basically what it is. Basically what is going on. All right. Just invite some of my normal girlies. Okay. Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. I hope you have your coffee. I hope you had your coffee probably when you woke up. I'm guessing probably 3 hours ago or more. Y'all am normally awake with James, and I got out of bed, went over to him and said, I don't feel super great. I think I'm going to go back and lay down. He's like, yeah, go lay down. And the next thing I know, I'm waking up at 10 o'clock. Like, that does not happen. It does not happen. That never happens. So, y'all, this is going to be kind of a funny 10-minute Monday, a vulnerable post one. So when you guys hop on, leave me a comment. Let me know. Someone told me if I comment, that then I'll be able to read comments. So I'm just going to comment with hi. So, good morning, April. Good morning, Stephanie. So, seriously, as soon as I commented that, I could see who's watching. That is so strange. Facebook is so strange. So, yeah, can you believe I woke up at 10? 10. I called James. I was like, babe, what time zone am I in? Like, what universe am I in? He's like, apparently you just really needed sleep. And I think I did. I think it was a combination of being out of town, 2 weekends ago or this last weekend, and then we've just been running because we've had Jackson's cousin in town, and then I got sunburned, and y'all know when you get sunburned, it just like drains you. So I woke up and I still had my mascara on, so I just left it. It's looking crazy. I don't have any other makeup on, but I do have Not Telling and Humble lip gloss on, which, by the way, Humble lip gloss is coming back in stock today. I'm so pumped to get a full size of it. It is my favorite. It looks amazing on everyone. So anyway, I don't have any makeup on my face. Pretty crazy. So let me take another sip of coffee here. I need this whole thing. We have so much running around to do. For those that don't know, we are moving. We get our keys on the 1st. And then we have to be moved in before the 9th because that's when Jackson starts school. And I shared a little bit about the testimony of that he gets to be in a great school versus a school we were really nervous about. And it just feels like a really amazing move. But y'all know anytime you do something like that and it becomes a reality and then it's getting closer and closer, you kind of have this like stress moment of, I know it's the right choice, but now it's just getting the ball rolling and budgeting and all of the above. So today is day 1 of the moving process, and I'm going to try to be as organized with it as possible. Not gonna lie, it's not my strong suit. So anyway, that's all off topic. I'm already way too late to make this a 10-minute Monday, but we'll try, okay? So I think I titled this, Why No One Trusts Weathermen. And it's funny if you think about it, right? Like you plan a trip, or you're planning something, especially when we've got the boys right now. If we want to go to the pool, if we want to go to the park, and we might look at the week out view, but you don't go off of the week out view. You know what I mean? Like, you really have to check it daily and go, what does tomorrow look like? Because at least here in Tennessee, our weather's very bipolar, and it's not sure what it wants to do. And so we oftentimes really can't go off of a week view unless it's like it's going to storm like crazy for a week. Normally that's pretty accurate. And so I don't know, something hit me last night where I was like, that's why. Like, it's the same concept. No one trusts the weatherman for a week out view. They trust him for a now view, or they trust him for a, hey, tomorrow's going to be like this. Get this ready today, And so something about that popped into my brain where I went, isn't that the same as when you are going through something and you see people being vulnerable with it, But the difference between people being vulnerable in the moment or the next day versus after they've come out of it, there's such a difference there. You know what I mean? Like if you're going through an extremely hard time, and unless you just have a crazy awesome ability to think forward and not let all the crap clock your vision, and you can just go, you know what, yes, I will get there. For the most part, when you're going through something and you're in the thick of it, oh, thanks, April. Thanks, girl. I have no makeup on. Well, except for my lipstick and yesterday's mascara. Sorry, I got sidetracked. I love a compliment. But seriously, I feel like there's something to this, y'all. It's so goofy, but I feel like there's something to it. Like, if you're in the thick of it, and someone comes along, or you watch someone who is on the other side of it, that can be encouraging. But there's something different about when someone comes along and they're like, hey, I was there yesterday. Hey, I'm where you're at now. Hey, it may not be exactly the same, but this is what I'm walking through. And it makes you feel less alone in that moment. It makes you feel a little more comfortable to just go, yeah, this is crap, you know, as opposed to when you're looking at someone who says, hey, there is hope. I got through it. I'm on the other side. I'll share my tips with you. I'll share those things with you. That's amazing, and we need that. We need the other end perspective to hold on to, almost as like, now I'm getting this visual of like a rope. You know how, you know, if you're climbing something or you've got to get through something and you have to follow the rope. And obviously you're walking, you're doing the work, but the rope kind of keeps you on course. I feel like that's what the people who are on the other end, that's why their perspective and their journey is so important, because it gives us a rope, right? It gives us that rope. But sometimes in the meantime, you need someone behind you, you need someone in front of you to look back and go, hey, there's a bump ahead. I just hit it. And it hurt, but man, you can get through it. You can get through it. Keep going. This is what I did. Swerve to the left, swerve to the right, but stay onto your rope. You know what I'm saying? And so I just feel like it's the difference between trusting the weather forecast for today and trusting it for a week out. Like, I never trust the weather for a week out. And I'm not saying that we don't trust the people who've been through it. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying we need both. We need the people who can give the insight back in and can say, you can do it. Like, I'm living proof that it is possible. You can do it. But I think sometimes what we lack are the ones who are willing to be vulnerable in the clawing and in the climbing, to go, woo, y'all, this is where I'm at. And this is what I'm discovering as I'm walking. Because the end perspective, you're going to get those tools and those tricks and those, hey, keep this in mind. That moment's not going to kill you. Like, keep the end in mind. You're going to get a lot of tools that are going to help you to keep going. But in the moment ones, you're going to get a lot of relation, and you're going to get a lot of emotional support in a different way that says, I'm here with you. You are not alone. Let's keep moving. And honestly, I do think that when you get through something and you look back, you can't remember all the nitty-gritties of how you made it through. And praise God for that. I think we're not meant to live in the nitty-gritties of traumatic events, honestly. But I do think there's power in sharing those things as they're happening, so we who are still maybe going through it have something that says, okay, I feel a little more normal, or hey, I just avoided feeling completely isolated because this person shared where they're at right now. And so, I don't know, y'all know I've always been one to kind of share, and I don't feel like, okay, after Palooza, I keep saying I'm not ready to talk about Palooza, and there's a reason for it. I'll give you a little hint into it. It has to do with this. It has to do with the fact that there's a moment of, no matter where you are, that you have to stand in your own truth. And the first step is just standing up in it and having that honesty paired with that vulnerability. You really can't be super vulnerable without the honesty. And somewhere I feel like I stepped out of that a little bit, and I started wanting to paint a picture of my own truth, because I didn't want to compare. I didn't want to seem ungrateful. I didn't want to seem like I was complaining at a time when we do have amazing blessings. But y'all, none of that matters if I'm not standing in my own truth, and for me and for my family. You can't move forward until you stand up where you're at. You know what I mean? I mean, sure, you could crawl, and there's moments that you gotta crawl, y'all. But really, you can't make the decision to move yourself, move your life, move your family forward in a certain direction until you stand up where you're at. And so that's going to be another video. At some point, I will get brave enough to do that. That's why I'm so thankful for Palooza, because I came away with this new awakening almost of kind of what I have been holding back and how it has been affecting myself and my family and our potential. And so anyway, so that ties into this, but I just really want to encourage people that no matter what you're going through, it doesn't mean get on Facebook and do a live. If you want to, for some reason, that's what I'm supposed to do. I believe that's what the Lord calls me to do all the time. I never thought that would happen, ever. How many of y'all know that as soon as you say you'll never do something, the Lord's like, it's because he knows what's best for us. But anyway, so it doesn't have to be a Facebook Live. It doesn't have to be a YouTube video. It doesn't even have to be one of those long typed out posts. But it can be something as simple as calling your friend. Something as simple as sharing with your church group, or sharing with your mom's group, or sharing with your best friends. Have them come over for coffee and just share. Not only will you be shocked at the amount of people who benefit by you being vulnerable, the amount of people that have reached out and said, hey, thank you for sharing that. I know it couldn't have been easy. I know you probably got some backlash for sharing that, but it really made me feel not alone. Those are worth it, and you'll be shocked at how many people open up, and you just kind of open that shell of isolation just by sharing. And then also it's going to benefit you, because there's something about when we, at least as women, when we speak something out, right? I'm not talking about like we're declaring what we want. That is awesome. I don't think we can do that until we stand up, though. But I mean something along the lines of when we share what's happening in here. When we get in here out, we can hear it, we can see it, we can process it, we can allow other people to process it with us, and we can find the truth in it, and then it releases it from here. So we're not carrying it anymore. So not only will you not feel like you've got this heavy backpack that you're just alone with anymore, you'll feel that lifted, and then you'll also see other women go, I can put my backpack down too. I don't have to carry this alone either. And I just promise you guys, I feel like if we can start this, that the ripple effect will be no more shame, no more comparison, no more isolation. And especially with mamas, it's going to mean no more feeling like you're failing as a mom and you're alone, because it's so easy to lose your identity when you become a mom. I didn't understand that until this year. Completely honest, I didn't. And we do need, the moms and the women and the people who are on the other end, again, saying, here's the rope. Stay the course. Let me tell you, it might get hard here and right there, but let me tell you some truth along the way. They're kind of throwing truth at us as we're following that rope along. We need that. And I feel like we have come to a point where we get a lot of that, which is amazing. I just need to applaud those people, because they're really the front runners of, I'll be vulnerable and share what happened. But now I feel like we're challenged even further to, will you share it while it's happening? And there might be days you go, I can't share that today. Wake up tomorrow and go, can I share it today? Is today the day that I get to be vulnerable? And it doesn't have to be every gory detail. It doesn't have to be, that's the amazing thing. It's what you get to, you choose. You get to choose what you share. But I will say, the areas that when you think of sharing something, like if anybody watching this on the replay or right now, if you have something pop up in your mind while I'm talking, because that's how my brain works, I'm like, dang it. That's normally the thing that you don't want to share. That is normally the thing that once you share, you'll get so free from. And maybe other people will get free from. And obviously I've been reading a lot of Brene Brown, because she's amazing. But it's really a movement. I don't even want to call it a movement of vulnerability. It's a movement of bravery. To stand up in your truth, go, I'm done with limiting myself and limiting my family because I'm sitting here in this and I don't know what to do. So now I'm going to be brave and I'm going to stand up. And that's the first step. That's all I got to do. I'm just going to stand up. I'm just going to stand up where I'm at and I'm going to share. And I promise you, a path will open up. I promise you, all of a sudden you'll see that rope that connects you to the people who've already been through it. And I promise you that you'll see people along the way on that rope that you can reach out to and go, oh my gosh, hey, is there bumps ahead? And you'll find someone maybe 2-3 steps ahead of you that goes, yeah, swerve to the right there. You know, yeah, hold on to hope right here because it gets bumpy, but then it's smooth. And then I also promise you that pretty soon you'll look back and you'll see some people a couple steps behind you on the rope that maybe they saw the rope because you actually stood up and because you shared vulnerably. And now they get to watch you keep going. You see what I mean? Like, it's not that one person is more or less important. Every single person in that is important. And I think that's what's going to open up this world of, if we can be brave and we can be vulnerable, then shame really can't exist. And comparison and isolation, the things that really hold us back, the things that really are the root of depression and anxiety, they'll start changing. I believe it. I believe it. So that's my challenge for everybody. You know, find a way that, even if it's a baby step, but find a way that feels comfortable to you. It's not going to feel 100% comfortable, y'all. It just won't. You know, but like I said, it doesn't have to be a Facebook Live. It doesn't even have to be a Facebook post. It could be reaching out to a friend. It could be saying, hey, can we get coffee? Hey, can we talk tonight? You know, it could be any of those things. Or it absolutely could be a Facebook post. You never know who's watching. You never know who's going to be impacted by you standing up in your truth and them going, oh my gosh, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. So why does no one trust the weatherman, right? It's such a silly thing, but y'all, when it hit me, it just hit my heart. I was like, that's it. It's the same thing. A lot of times we don't trust it till we see it, right? We don't trust it till we see it. Like, seeing is believing sometimes, which is a hindrance for us, honestly. But I will see that weather forecast and I'll go, okay, so potentially we could go to the pool on that day, but we'll see. We'll have to keep playing it out day by day. It's the same thing. So potentially I can get to the other end of this. I've seen women who are over there saying that they have been, and I believe them, but I got to take this day by day. And if you have someone else doing it day by day with you or a couple steps ahead of you, you're going to keep going. You're going to keep pushing. You're going to feel the motivation as to where the end result sometimes doesn't feel like motivation. It feels like, I don't even know how to get there. I'll never get there. Get you into the comparison mode. So if we have that paired with someone a couple steps ahead who goes, hey, you can take that next step. I just did. Let me tell you about it. We'll get there. Being brave is scary, but it's a great release. It really is. It really truly is. You know, it's kind of funny, this is off topic, but my husband is like adrenaline junkie, like just crazy. Like, adrenaline gets him going. He doesn't feel scared often. I remember my brother saying the same thing. And he had a crazy past. And so to all of a sudden have a normal life, he's like, that's hard for him at times. And he's done so amazing through it. But he is like, adrenaline, yes. If he can find something that gives him adrenaline, I am like, adrenaline's a bad sign. Like, I'm the opposite end of the spectrum. And so I think when the Lord put us together, I think he knew what he was doing there. Listen to me, I think he knew. But what if we started looking at like that rush that we're looking for? And this could go so deep, y'all, and I'm not saying that I have some golden nugget of truth here, but this is just what I believe right now. Like, what if this became such a norm that instead of chasing a high, or instead of chasing the adrenaline in that way, which can lead to some bad places for people, what if we start chasing bravery? What if we say, hey, you know what, I get a rush when I have to be brave? And that could cover so many spectrums. That could cover, I'm going to be vulnerable. Like, for me, I'm going to hit the live button and be brave every time, y'all. Every time I'm like, okay, be brave, be brave, be brave. Or what if it's for James and he says, I'm going to be brave and I'm going to be vulnerable in this area and say, I need to find something that fills this part of myself. That's bravery. You know what I mean? Anyway, I could just keep going and going, but we need the week view forecast and we need the daily forecast. And right now I feel like there's this move of bravery that we're being called to. I can't speak for men. I'm sure something's happening in their world too. For us women, and not just mamas, women in general, but obviously I'm a newer mom, and so that's where I'm at. I feel like there's this call to us of, will we be the ones that will be the daily forecast? Will we stand up and be the ones that can connect the rope to the ones who are on the other side? And then can we celebrate? That's going to be a big party, and I'm excited about it. So I will be posting a video soon. A big brave video. I have to announce it so that I will actually do it. I know myself like that. I think that's why the Lord has me do Facebook Live, so I have to be accountable. But I will be making a video that shares some things I discovered at Palooza that were about myself, and standing in my truth, and where I feel like I've painted pictures that I might want and could work towards, but have presented them as if they're now. And it really, in doing that, it has hindered me from being able to move forward. And so I really just wanted to sort through it on my own, but I know that it's going to be a video, and I know it's something I got to let people in that journey. So be praying for me for that. I will get brave enough to do it soon. I will announce when soon, because I know I have to. And the longer I drag my feet, the harder it will get. But just like you said, Stephanie, being brave is scary, but it's a great release. I'm ready for that great release. I really am. So I hope that this was encouraging or challenging for someone. It was just one of those things that popped up that I had to share. And I love you all. I seriously love you all so much. I'm going to chug some coffee. I'm going to make some posts about our Humble lip gloss. Like I said, it's back today. I can't wait to get a full size. It sold out so fast because it is amazing. Again, I have not telling underneath it. But anyway, and then I'm going to start coming up with a packing plan. Pray for us, y'all. Thanks, girl. I appreciate it. My Lime Life sisters, y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. I would not be able to do the things I do right now without y'all. And I'm going to get emotional thinking about it. But I wouldn't be able to go, okay, hit the live button, be brave, be brave, be brave, if it weren't for my Lime Life sisters. And I never would have done that. And the amount of revelation I've had, and things I would have just been sitting with that I didn't know. You know, you don't know what you're carrying until you see it. I wouldn't have known. So I love every single one of you, and that's why I love Lime Life so much, because it's not just about the awesome Humble lip gloss. It's about this community that literally, we're that rope, you know, and we get to just keep trudging together. And so that was unexpected, but I love you guys. And so I love you all so much. I can't picture life without you. So I will chat with you guys soon. I gotta run to the store. I gotta get my list out. That's what I gotta do. So y'all throw up some hearts if you're list people. If you guys caught the replay, let me know where you're at. Let me know how you feel about these things, or at least say hi so I can thank you for watching, because it does mean the world, and it lets me know I'm not alone, to be honest. So I will chat with you guys later. I hope everyone has a productive and fun Monday. Don't forget to have fun today. Bye, guys.